All right, so vocab lesson 33, we have two different sets today. The very first one is a root, and it's STA, STIT, and SIS, and that one means stand. And then the other one is a suffix, which shows up at the end of the word, okay, and that's at the end of a word. And ISM means condition or belief, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to define the words here in a second, but before we do, we're going to read through this here skit. So, Miss K says, "It's good to see you, Mr. M. How's your restaurant doing?" Mr. M, "Better now. As you know, a local law didn't allow a restaurant to open across from a fire station. The concern was that the restaurant traffic might interfere with the building. But we asked for a change in that statute and it was granted." "That's great. But how did the firefighters react?" "Well, there was resistance. They were against the change. They thought we could keep them from doing their duty. So we invited them for a free meal and talked about ways to control traffic." Mrs. K, "It pays to be persistent. You did not give up and now your restaurant is a success." "Thanks. Along with the firefighters, working with the firefighters helped increase our status in town. A lot of people respected the way that we handled that. And I hear the food and service are incredible. I try to give good, reliable, consistent service. If a customer has to wait longer than 15 minutes for food, I make restitution. I make it up with a free meal." I could go for a free meal. "It's wonderful to see a new business owner of such great stature in this community. People really respect you." What a nice conversation, you know? All right. So again, it means this root, STA, STIT, SIS means stand, okay? And then we have some words here. We have consistent. We have persistent. We have resistance. We have restitution. We have station. We have stature. We have status. And we have statute. Okay? Oh, if someone is consistent, they are standing steady, they are reliable. Okay, the next word is persistent. If somebody is persistent, they are refusing to give up. They keep moving or not stopping. Keep moving without standing in one place. Kind of, you just want to write refusing to give up. That's fine. I just wanted you to see where the standing comes into play. Okay, if you are showing resistance, you are standing against something. Standing against or opposing something. So you can be resistant to laws. You can be resistant to child soldiers. You could be resistant to child soldiers receiving amnesty, okay? Resistance means you are opposing something. You are against something. Works great with our argumentative writing. All right, restitution is the next one. And restitution is like making up for something that went bad. So it is like the act of giving back or restoring something lost or taken away. Restitution was when he, when he said that if their meals are out for it takes longer than 15 minutes for them to get their lunch, he makes restitution by making it better by giving them a free meal. Okay, you go to a restaurant, you find a piece of hair in your food, and you say, "There's hair in my food," and they say, "I'm so sorry, here's a free steak." Just like that. Okay, the next word is station. And a station is a standing building used for a specific purpose. So, you have a fire station, a police station, etc. Okay, the next word is stature. And stature is a person standing in the opinion of others. So, basically, they're the degree of respect or degree of rank. Okay, the next word is status. Your Facebook status. Your status is your standing, your position, or rank. Some people have a higher status than others. They feel like they have a higher status. They think they have a higher position than others, that kind of thing. Okay, the last word is statute, and a statute is a standing, which means existing, law. And so in that example, they were talking about trying to fix the statute, the standing law about a restaurant being away from a fire station. Okay, the next one that we have is a suffix. So this will come at the end of the word. And if you see ISM at the end of a word, that means a condition or belief. Should be an I, okay? It is a condition or a belief. And so, nope. We have 4 words here, okay? The words are capitalism, idealism, realism, and terrorism. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the vocab here, or the sentences here, and we will define them based on context clues. So the very first one is capitalism, and it says, under capitalism, individuals and groups of individuals own land, factories, and other means of production. Okay, capitalism is the belief that the best way for economics or money is that individuals and private companies own goods and services. Okay, I know it's kind of a lengthy definition, okay, but capitalism is that individuals own goods and services, the belief that. All right, we're going to define idealism and realism here. Good partnerships often have 2 very different people. This is my husband, by the way, me and my husband. One might believe in idealism, following his or her dreams and ideals through life. A good partner for this person might be somebody who believes in realism or is practical and sees things as they are. And my husband will tell you in a second that I am the realist. I believe in realism, and he is the idealism person. He just follows his dreams, and I have to talk him down, and then he calls me a dream crusher, but we're not going to get into that right now. Okay, so idealism is the belief in acting according to your dreams and goals. You don't necessarily think about this needs to happen, essentially the details that get into it. The realism person is the belief that the belief in accepting events and situations as they really are. Okay, so they're exact opposites. What I'm going to do is pause it and then give you a second to write both of those down. All right, our last word is terrorism. And it says individuals who believe in terrorism use violence, harming people and destroying property to try to achieve their goals. Okay, so terrorism is a belief in causing fear and violence against a group of people to achieve goals. Okay, I'll give you a second to write that one down. Okay, so our assignment this week looks like this. We have our 2 root, well, one's a root, one's a suffix. Very, very basic, what you guys are used to. Remember, use membeam for the middle ones, or when you're finding new additional words. And then when you use your sentences, I will say this one last time, write them on your own and make sure that you show context. Don't just say, I believe in capitalism. That gives me nothing. Make sure that you say what it is. All right, so make sure that you show context. We'll give you a little bit of time to work on that, and then we'll move on to our debate today.